Ever since the COVID pandemic started, we've all been made to abide by more and more restrictions. And of course, we are no exception. All of us at Framehack has been forced to work from home since the new restrictions were put in place. One of the things that has been most challenging for me personally, now that our home and our workplace is in the same location, has been that when I'm working from home, my concentration can go one of two ways. Either I'm not concentrated at all on what I'm doing and I'll just sit down on the couch scrolling through Netflix or browsing YouTube, wasting hours upon hours on doing literally nothing. Or I'm super focused on what I'm doing and I won't notice that time has passed until I look out the window and see that it's already dark outside and I haven't gotten anything done that I wanted to get done outside of work. But I found that my concentration and my productivity has improved a lot since I started making an active effort in separating my work life from my home life. By implementing a few new things into my daily routine, my productivity has been a lot more stable and I've been able to focus a lot more on the work that I need to be doing and also have time for myself when the day is finally over. I know that a lot of us are in the same situation. A lot of you guys might be working from home and struggling with the same things. So that's why I thought that I'd sit down with you today and share some of these things that I've found has helped me a lot to stay concentrated and focused when working from home. Tip number 1, get dressed and ready for work. My first tip is simply getting ready in the morning. Working from home at the start of the pandemic made me really lazy in what I would choose to wear to work. It would usually be either pajamas or sweats, which now that I think about it is not exactly very professional. So whether getting ready in the morning for you is a shower or putting on some makeup or even just putting on a proper pair of pants, then do it. It really makes a world of difference. My second tip is to have a dedicated work setup, whether it be a desk or an actual room. You just need to have a space that's only focused on work. Carving out a small workstation in your house or in your apartment is a really great way to minimize distractions because you know that once you sit down at this desk or you go into that room, you're solely focused on work and what you have to do. I also recommend not having it in your bedroom. Of course, if you're living in a one-room apartment, it really can't be helped, but I've found that having a little bit of distance from when I wake up to where I actually have to sit down and work has been really helpful. And it's sort of like a small commute like you would normally do to get to work, but it's just without all the traffic. Tip number 3, use music to boost your productivity. Because now that we're all working from home, we can actually use music throughout the entire day. We don't have anyone poking our shoulder having to get in contact with us that way. We don't have to actually be super aware of our surroundings. We can literally listen to music at any time of the day now. Mind you, I'm not suggesting that you blast music out of your speaker if you live in an apartment complex. You still have to be mindful of your neighbors, but being able to create this sort of sphere or bubble around you where the music is playing and you're just solely focused on what you're doing makes working a little bit more pleasant. And yeah, just generally, I found that I'm a lot more productive when I listen to music while I'm working. Tip number 4, have set breaks and a hard cutoff time. My last tip is simply to have scheduled breaks and a hard cutoff time for when you need to stop working or when your day is over. I am able to get work done a lot easier and a lot faster when I know that I have a set break. It has also prevented me from not getting sucked into a distraction like watching Netflix for hours on end. Having a scheduled break time and knowing when I'm off my break makes it a lot easier to put down the remote and get back into the swing of things. Now, I want to disclaim that I am no work angel. I do slip up occasionally, and it's not always that I follow these rules to a T. Sometimes I will go work in my pajamas, but I do try to follow them as best as I can. If you've already tried all these things, then hey, good for you. You're doing things right and you're going places. But if you, like me, in the start of quarantine and the start of all these restrictions, started to kind of become less productive and, less focused concentrated, everything kind of muddled together, then I strongly urge you to do these things because they might help you feel like you're having a more structured day or a more ordinary day. Because that's basically what these tips are, is just having your work from home day become as close to what it would look like if you were just going to work normally. If you decide to try these things out, please let me know in the comments below, because I'd like to see how you all get on with them. And if you find more things that help you like stay productive and become more concentrated during your work from home period, then also please let me know. I'd like to read up on that and sort of help myself, because we can all support and learn from each other here. That's kind of what it's all about. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.